Last year, over 3,400 Brimbank and Melton Senior Secondary students participated in industry work placements. These placements included curriculum-related requirements for structured workplace learning, for vocational education and training courses, school-based apprenticeships and traineeships, and work experience programs. These figures do not take account of the vast number of senior secondary students who undertake regular part-time and casual work in industry independent of their studies, as generally accept the need to provide ongoing training for staff. They also expect entry-level employees to be able to demonstrate the 8 employability skills. This DVD will introduce you to the National Employability Skills Framework, as discussed by employers, employees, trainers and students in the Brimbank area.
There's a world out there we're about to step into.
A world where we make the decisions and what happens depends on the choices we make.
What happens to us, our future, depends on the skills we have.
We will live with the consequences of the decisions we make.
And one of the biggest decisions we face is what sort of work we want to do.
How do we make sure we're in charge of our life?
What skills do we need to control our future?
Communication, teamwork, problem solving, initiative and enterprise, planning and organising, self-management, learning, technology.
Are they just words, or what do they really mean in the real world?
Maybe it's time to find out.
Communication. This employability skill contributes to productive and harmonious relations across employees and customers. Communication can include listening and understanding, speaking clearly and directly, writing to the needs of the audience, establishing and using networks, and sharing information.
With communication skills, we have a team spirit in the bakery, and that seems to help quite a bit.
I think in signage especially, communication is important as it allows us to run our operations smoothly and efficiently.
Communication skills is important in our workplace because it helps us towards our work ethic.
Communication skills are vital when working in a kitchen, whether they're written, being passing on notes from phones to filling out orders, or verbal, just what the chef wants and needs on the day.
Look, we're in a very unique opportunity here that we actually do run a retail operation. So with the students, we do get them to actually see the clients, treat with the clients, check the work, and basically pass on all that communication skill through there with the clientele base. So they're in a real life working situation.
Teamwork. This employability skill contributes to productive working relationships and outcomes. Teamwork can include working as an individual and as a member of a team, identifying the strengths of team members, working across different ages irrespective of gender, race, religion or political persuasion, applying teamwork to a range of situations such as problem solving.
What constitutes effective teamwork is being able to communicate effectively to each other, to the different dynamics of people that you might interact with. You have a common goal as a team and you're actually able to share the knowledge, work together and achieve things at different points.
Teamwork is good because it helps everything run smoothly, and in our team, if someone's fallen behind, everyone helps each other out.
I have 22 students at the time, and it's quite a big team. We have a team spirit in the bakery where they look out for each other, especially in cleaning, and if someone's fallen behind, it helps where if there's a spillage on the floor and the other person hasn't realised they spilt it, I know I can depend on the other team member to say, hey, watch out, there's a spillage there and I'll clean it up.
Yeah, we worked as a team this morning, sticking vinyl lettering on a van, and if we weren't working in teams efficiently, then I don't think it would have been carried out the way that it should have been.
With regards to teamwork, well, simply this theatre wouldn't run without it. The students need to communicate to the stage managers backstage. They need to communicate with the directors back up behind me in the lighting booth. They need to communicate with sound and lighting people in order to make the entire production work. Without teamwork, it simply wouldn't work.
Problem solving. This employability skill contributes to productive outcomes. Problem solving can include developing practical solutions, solving problems in teams, applying problem-solving strategies across a range of areas, resolving customer concerns in complex issues.
Problem solving is quite a big, it's not an issue, but it does happen in bakeries, and especially in schools. It does happen across the board. Problem solving, just say for instance, the sponge doesn't turn out, and they come up to me and say, "Sir, the sponge hasn't turned out, why do you think?" Well, I tell them, revert back to your recipe, why do you think? And we'll just go through the process of what might have happened, and hopefully we solve the problem by then, yeah.
Problem solving. When the kids come across it, I try to encourage them to look at better methods, more efficient, how to fix it, break the process down to identify what caused the problem in the first place.
Initiative and enterprise. This employability skill contributes to innovative outcomes. Initiative and enterprise can include adapting to a new situation, developing a strategic, creative, long-term vision, being creative, identifying opportunities not obvious to others, translating ideas into action, generating a range of options, initiating innovative solutions.
That message would need to be, to give 110%. Show how keen you are by displaying lots of initiative.
You need to share all of the knowledge that we have about our business with all of our employees to help them and to encourage them to do it right first time, because they are really, really important.
Show enthusiasm, show a bit of initiative. You need passion for the industry, otherwise you wouldn't do it. You need to demonstrate that. Be proactive at work. Don't wait for people to tell you what you should be doing. Try and see the job and do it on your own.
Planning and organising. This employability skill contributes to long and short-term strategic planning. Planning and organising can include managing time and priorities, taking initiative and making decisions, establishing clear project goals, allocating people and other resources to tasks, planning the use of resources including time management, collecting, analysing and organising information.
To plan and organise our jobs at Sid Signs, we often get the brief and then work out how we can break down the brief to make it easier and simpler for us to design and then to create. And we work out how we're going to create the sign, and then that makes it easier.
Doing several things at the same time, doing it at a certain speed. As you may appreciate in a restaurant during service, it's all about speed. The order's got to come in quickly, it's got to be processed quickly, cooked quickly. Sometimes you have to cook several things at the same time, and it's a skill that you're obviously learning, but it's something that I find is the hardest part at the beginning.
Planning and organisation helps you heaps in the kitchen because it becomes part of your work ethic, planning what you're going to do on a day and also organising what needs to be done and by when.
Planning and organisation is very important in the hospitality industry. We have to make sure that everything is ordered for the food and everything is prepared, and that we have the correct staff.
Self-management. This employability skill contributes to employee satisfaction and growth. Self-management can include having a personal vision and goal, evaluating and monitoring own performance, communicating own ideas and visions, take responsibility.
That'll be respect. Number one, respect yourself. Respect the person that you're actually going to work for. Punctuality, neat and tidy. That would be probably the most important part of the process is respect.
When moving from school to employment, the biggest adjustment that I had to make was the different type of responsibility. Like, for example, when you're in school, if you don't study, the only person it affects is yourself and your grades. But if you don't get something completed in the workforce, it may affect different levels of the organisation, different levels of authority.
Learning. This employability skill contributes to ongoing improvement and expansion in employee and company operations and outcomes. Learning can include managing your own learning, contributing to the learning community at the workplace, willing to learn in any setting, on and off the job, being open to new ideas and techniques, acknowledging the need to learn.
Yeah, I got training for forklift licence, got that, and that allowed me to get a pay rise, more money.
People leaving school can go out and set up their own business. It took me 100 years to do that. So every job that you go to, you are learning more and better skills, and you're still learning about yourself. And you're learning about working with other people.
Ongoing learning is extremely important, something that I love. So it's understanding that the dynamics of our community changes consistently, and it's about ensuring our people have the capabilities to be able to, I guess, meet those demands of the community as well as the internal organisation and our staff. So things like negotiation skills, leadership skills, communication skills, and dealing with the variety of people that we deal with. So being able to have the training and development so people can grow and be able to do their roles well.
I want somebody who has an incredible desire to succeed and to learn and to do well. They must want to learn and they must want to succeed at whatever it is they do.
Technology. This employability skill contributes to effective execution of tasks. Technology can include having a range of IT skills, applying IT as a management tool, using IT to organise data, being willing to learn new IT skills.
The technology skills we learn at school will be used in the workplace.
It's up to me to make sure I have these skills and continue to develop them. Once you leave school, you don't stop learning.
Making a successful transition to the workplace means being willing to continue studying and learning.
I'm about to step into the real world.
I have to communicate.
I have to work as part of a team.
When problems come up, I have to solve them.
I have to show initiative and turn ideas into action.
I have to be organised and plan out the things I want to do.
I need to be able to look after myself and manage what I do.
I have to keep learning if I want to succeed.
And I have to be able to use the technology that's available.
I may not have all the answers, but I'm willing to work at it, and I'm willing to learn.
Let's get on with it.
The message that I would provide a young leaver of school about to go into the workforce is be passionate about what you want to do. Take the time to research the workforce, understand what you want to do and how you want to make a difference to the workforce. But it's really about doing what you love, because when you do what you love, you'll be good at it.
I want somebody who wants to succeed in life at whatever they do. And what we've got to remember is a young person leaving school, the vast majority of them have got no idea what sort of work they want to do for the rest of their life, because today we're expected to work until we drop dead. No such thing as retirement. So for a young person to get a start in whatever job they can get, I believe is vitally important. You don't like the job, you don't want to stay there. The fact that you've got a job will help you to find a better job and in doing something that you like. Even if you don't like the job, you work at it to the very best of your skills, because then people will give you a nice reference. They will say, he is hardworking, he communicates, he applies himself. All of the right things that you need, because you are reliant on other people to accept you.